here. It is day 16 of my live miss. I go live every day up until Christmas, teaching you a new craft project. The times for the lives differ. So in the morning, I will come on and announce the time for the live and the project for the live each day. Hold on one second. I just want to fix the camera, this camera over here. It's a little too high. Okay, I think that's better. Y'all still a little slanted, child. Anyway, how everybody's doing. So the supplies we're going to be using today is our sublimation blanks, which are puzzles. I found this in Hobby Lobby. It was $5.99 for this pack. Hold on a minute. Now you guys are tilted. There we go. Okay, so I think all the cameras are good. $5.99 for this pack. You get 6 puzzles in the pack for $5.99. Hello, good afternoon. 6 puzzles in the pack, and it measures 7.87 by 9.84 inches. So let's say if you're going to design it, you want to design an 8 by 10, right? They are individually wrapped, which is good, so that you go slip it right back in the pack. Whether you're gifting it or, you know, making it for someone, I think I will make some cute kind of puzzles for my nieces. So today we're gonna use Canva to design. Let me tell you, before I came on live, I made sure I sent a print to the printer to make sure it's printing, because I haven't done anything on a sublimation printer in months. So I printed something today, and it looked like it came out pretty good. I'm praying. So I actually have 5 in here. I don't know what I did with the 5th one. No, it says 6 packs. 3, yeah, so 5 in here. I don't know what I did the 6th one. Did I try to make a puzzle before? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to need your blank puzzles, sublimation blank, just not any old blank. Sublimation blank puzzles. Sublimation paper. I'm using Asa. I have some butcher sheets here, or some people have like a Teflon sheet when they're doing sublimation. I am not a sublimation expert, but I know that people are using Epson Eco Tanks. I'm using an Epson Eco Tank 2800, I believe. Let me just move. Yes, I'm using a 2800, and the reason I bought that one because it was the cheapest Eco Tank I could find. I don't sell sublimation. I don't do sublimation often. I only do sublimation projects for content, so I didn't need a big sublimation printer. So I was trying to find the cheapest one on the market, and I found the Epson Eco Tank 2800. Just make sure you don't put the ink that it comes in inside there. Just put in the sublimation ink instead, and never use it again for regular ink, just sublimation. I don't know where the hell I got these butcher sheets from, but I had it for a little while, so we're going to use that. Or if you have a Teflon, I am using the HTV Ront heat press, the most recent one. Name, number, your girl don't remember. TikTok, I think I could pin it. I might have it in my showcase. But I do have the sublimation paper in my showcase, I know that one. So we're gonna flip around to the computer, and we're gonna use Canva to design something. I think I'm going to look in Creative Fabrica for a design. So I didn't come up with a design just yet. I'm going to, my sublimation paper that I'm using today is 8.5 by 11. I think I'm just going to fill, since this is like 8 by 10, it's basically the entire thing. So I'm just gonna fill up my entire 8.5 by 11 sheet with my design, then press it. So let me get you guys flipped around. Craft room is a wreck, don't even worry about it. I ain't cleaning this up till the weekend. Till the weekend. Alright, so I'm gonna flip you guys. I actually have every platform on a different phone stand today. because I wanted to be able to flip you guys over if I needed to bend over the desk, because the front view has not been working for me. So bear with me as I bring y'all one by one over to the computer. No glue gun today. No glue gun today. Today and tomorrow, no glue gun. Thursday, I haven't decided what we're doing on Thursday just yet, so I don't know if we need a glue gun. All right, one by one, I'm gonna bring all of you guys over to the computer, and then I will situate myself where I need to be. YouTube, I'm coming. I have to remember to charge my devices at night. I only be charging my main cell phone because the iPad is on the stand and charging at the same time. Hold on, I have to kick some things out the way. All right, you guys see the screen? Okay. All right. We're all set up. We're gonna do simple again. I am doing these lives now this week at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is my lunch break. So I'm not trying to waste any time. I have 1 hour to do everything that I want to do. So we're going to go into Creative Fabrica. And I'm also going to open a second one just to go into Canva. Canva usually takes its sweet time, but not today. Okay. So I'm just going to go into Creative Fabrica and find a file that I want to use. Usually I like to design things like from scratch myself, but we can't really do that today. So I'm going to type in puzzle to see. I think that's going to give me pieced puzzles. Let me see. They got some kid puzzles. Yeah, mainly like actual puzzles. This right here are like kid-friendly images. Let's just take that one time. And we're going to use one of those. Download. Oh, I didn't sign in. Oh, no, not register for free, child. All right. So we're going to just download those. We're going to go over into Canva. You're going to select a custom size. And I'm doing an 8.5 by 11. Maybe 11 by 8.5. I think it's going to be sideways. Who knows? Then you're going to go to Uploads. It's on the far left. Select Upload Files. And I'm just going to go to my computer and grab those files that I just got. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, it's still downloading, y'all. Okay. Any questions in the meantime? If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Shondell. I'm the creator of the CraftPrint, and I go live every day up until Christmas. I'm doing a series for the month of December. I'm going live every day until Christmas. See, there's nothing really to see today. It's drag and drop. I'm not doing any designing. There's nothing to see today. But if there's any paper craft projects, I have YouTube videos where you can see the full screen. I'm just going to select any one of these puzzles just randomly. This little lion looks pretty good. So we're going to put that in. This is what we're going to do. I'm just going to stretch it out so that it fits my full page. And that's it. If you wanted to like type your name in there or something, that's a little extra you can do. There's no real designing process. I literally downloaded this image off of Creative Fabrica, went into Canva to get my size that I needed, and just opened it up. And now I'm just going to save it, go to share, download, and I'm downloading it as a, you know what? I'm going to download it as a PDF print. If you missed any of the live from throughout the month, it is saved on IG and my YT channel. We did paper crafts. Oh, maybe I should have turned on the heat press, right? Had it warming up. In order to do that, you know what you got to do first? You got to plug it in. So I'm going to send this to print. Let's go to our print that we just saved. Right here, this is the one. I'm going to go File, Print. And with this, there's no text or anything. If you're going to do sublimation, you need to mirror your image. With this one, there's nothing to worry about imaging because there's no text, any specific side. It'll just be a flipped, what is this, tiger? Tiger. So I'm sending it to my Eco Tank 2800. I'm gonna choose photo matte paper to print on and print. All right, let's go over to the printer. Let me just move all the stuff we have from last week's crafts off of there. I have to bring y'all down because I do keep my, hold on, I'm gonna move y'all one at a time. My sublimation printer actually goes under my desk, that one right there. So this, I have to bend y'all to see it a little bit. So that's the sublimation printer down here. I keep it underneath my desk on a little stand. And my main printer is at the top. I need to, what is this? TikTok? I need to wipe y'all down. Hold on. That front camera is a little bit on the greasy side. Hold on. Let me just tighten this for a second. And then I'll clean y'all off because y'all looking cloudy. Y'all are looking a little bit cloudy. All right, so that's the printer there. I'm going to feed my sublimation paper in. There we go. All right. We're using A-sub. I have a few different packs of A-sub down here. But we're going to use this one. The good thing with A-sub is their logo is on the back of the paper, so there's no question which side you are printing on. So their logo, we're printing on this side. I'm just gonna go in here and stuff this paper in here. And just press OK. Okay. And they're going to print. I need to get to the heat press plug. That prints out. Plug it in. Did I not have a, I did, I just gotta find it. It is, oh, on the floor. Like I said, I don't have an extension cord for the heat press and the printers. I have so much shit plugged in here. The beep, so it's ready. We're gonna go over there while this prints. We're going to get the heat press ready. I want to move my mats out of the guy's way. All right, so the heat press sits right here. Hold on. The sun is getting in y'all eye. There we go. So we have the heat press over here. Raise y'all up a little bit. me see something. I think it might be sold out. A lot of the craft supplies I noticed on here are sold out, child. I'm trying to pin it for you guys, but it doesn't seem to, it doesn't show up. Yeah, it's sold out on TikTok. I could show it to you guys, but they won't let me pin it because it's sold out. This heat press is sold out on TikTok, but you know, you could go on HTV Raw and get it. Good evening, good evening. So we're gonna turn it on. Now the top is the degrees. We're gonna move that to 400. As for the time, we're gonna do, I seen like between 30 and 45 seconds, so I'm gonna keep it 45 seconds. As for the pressure, somebody said medium, so I'm gonna turn it down a little. I'll leave it on 130 pounds. I don't know what medium will even be considered, child. So we're gonna let that warm up while our print prints out. With sublimation prints too, when it prints, it does look like faded, so don't be, you know, don't think that your print settings were off or something was off. It looks a little bit faded. When it heats up on your sublimation blank, you'll see it like brighten back up. So that's going to heat up. I'm going to get our puzzle. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to take it out the bag. Gotta be careful because the sticky part of the bag is sticking to the damn puzzle. I'm just gonna pull this out and place this on here for now. Make sure it stays on that backing. Right? Or should we be more? Because I know people tape it still just to make sure, so I might just do that. We'll see. Our print is almost ready. Any questions, anyone? If you miss any of the lives, again, I've saved them on IG and my YT channel. So you can go back and look at any of the lives today. I am doing a variety of different projects, mainly paper. We're going to get back to the paper stuff this weekend. But right now, I'm doing a sublimation puzzle. We chose a design that we found in Creative Fabrica. We went into Canva just to size it. I printed it on 8.5 by 11 sublimation paper. This is what the print looks like. It just finished. So you see? Yeah, you just have to like make sure you have space. So that's why mine is in like a little corner on the edge of the desk. That's the thing with like continually buying more and more things. Finding the space for all of this stuff. Because there's so much other things I want. I just can't fit it. So yeah, that's the first thing. Before anything, make sure we have the space. So we're at 235 degrees. We're waiting for it to get to 400. So if there are any questions, give it to me. If not, matter of fact, I'm going to I'll bring y'all up so you're not staring at it. I'm gonna flip y'all towards me here for a minute. Give me a second because I am live on all 3 platforms. So we're live on IG, TikTok, and YouTube. So let me flip everybody. Let me flip you guys back around. And then I will show y'all the projects that we've done so far from the beginning while we wait on the heat press to heat up. Tomorrow I'm going to do another sublimation project, but I'm going to make sure while I'm on the clock, I have the press warming up. That way we don't have to wait. Now, usually, YouTube. Okay, hold on. Let me just fix YouTube and then I'll start talking. So, everybody can see me? Yes. There we go. All right. So usually what I try to do is we go in the evening so we have a good amount of time to get the projects done, because a lot of the times I end up on here for 2.5 hours, depending on the project and depending on how much we chat, because we be talking a lot, right? But because it's now leading up to the holidays, I do have some last minute things I need to do after I get off of work. So the lives this week are going to be 12:30 p.m. while I'm on my lunch break. And that's why they're going to be like short lives, so we can actually get it done within that hour. We're looking good so far, because I do have running around to do after work. 12:30. I said 12:30, right? I believe I did. So I'm using the Epson EcoTank 2800. That's the, from what I've seen, the cheapest EcoTank I could find. I do not sell sublimation. I barely use sublimation. I only do sublimation when I'm creating content. So I didn't need a big, expensive, spend a lot of money on a sublimation printer, because I don't use it that often, right? The last one I bought, because I wasn't using it, it got clogged and I had to throw it away. So I found the cheapest one I could find. That was the Epson EcoTank 2800. You can use any EcoTank, honestly. First off, I just want to say I am not a sublimation expert. If you plan on selling sublimation projects, I advise you to look into someone who does that on a constant basis and get the supplies that they use. That's my suggestion to anyone with anything. Find the person you find to, you want to be like, who's an expert, and find out what they use. I do sublimation for fun. So I wouldn't say my answers are the best for someone who wants to start a business selling sublimation projects. The space between the plate and the top, you wouldn't have enough, or you do, so you sublimate thicker items then? We are at 381. Okay, so yesterday we actually did a laser project. So I used the, let me get the X Tool S1, and we made this little mini alcohol bottle ornament holder. Merry Christmas. This file is actually one from X Tool. So we found it in X Tool's creative space. We cut it and we painted and we glued it together. For bigger images, are you talking regular prints or sublimation prints? I use an Epson EcoTank 16600. Some people have used the 8550 also for larger prints. So regular prints, I use the EcoTank 16600. The day before that, we made this. And I'm glad because my sister's friend is having a Sesame Street party, so I don't have to throw this away. Because usually I make these things for content and then I throw them away. But my sister called me and I could actually give this to someone. So this one we got, that was wood, yes. That was cut on wood on a laser printer, a laser cutting machine. It was the X Tool S1, which is a diode laser. We made these with the Cricut. All of the pieces are layered cardstock. Let's try to get it across to everyone. So we put together all of these pieces, and then this is a foam board that I purchased from like a variety store. The heat press is ready. I'm just going to go through really quickly some of the other ones. We did the paper Birkin. This file is from Etsy. And we made it on the Cricut. I don't know. I made a mini one too, but I don't know where my mini one is. I'm just going to grab some. Oh, here go the mini. So we made this size on the regular Cricuts, and then this size we made with the Cricut Venture. We did a multi-layered cake topper. The multi-layered cake topper was a 2-piece live. The first live, we designed all of this together on live. Then we cut and assembled everything. One more before we go. We did do a little bit more than this, but I just want to show y'all this one. This is the multi-layered clear gable box. So we did one live where we designed it, and then another live where we cut and assembled. We also made the box as well, the clear box. This is not a purchase box. I showed you how to make it. So all of these things, I already did the live class, and you can watch the replay on IG and my YT channel. The heat press is ready. Let me just, I don't even want to flip the screen. I just want to flip you guys, but I won't be able to see your comments. So bear with me. Let me flip all of the platforms first. So that's TikTokity. TikTok does not allow you to save lives. So that's why I have it saved on IG and YouTube. I wish they did. I wish they did. All right, let's bend you guys forward. And lastly, YouTube, let me flip you guys. And bend you guys forward. Okay, so now I've seen people just press. I've seen people do a little preheat. So I'm gonna preheat it a little bit. To lay it down. Now people usually tape it still, right? I don't think I need to, because it fills up the whole entire process. And if it doesn't work out, I'll just blame y'all. Okay, so it's going to be pressing for 45 seconds. The Cricut could do what? No, you want a laser cutter for wood. The Cricut is not going to do a nice, smooth, good job on wood. They say it could do like a thin basswood. Don't trust it. I've seen people do it. They had to do many cuts, and it's not perfect, especially when you have small pieces. You want to get a diode laser for that. If you want to cut more than wood, you want to do like acrylic, clear acrylic, you want to do mirrored acrylic, you're going to need a CO2 laser. So we have, what's today? 9 more days left of lives. Well, probably 8, because I'm not sure if I'm going to go live on Christmas. I feel like everybody, ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, I didn't line it up. Maybe I should have flipped it so I wouldn't have seen that line. So I lined it up wrong, but otherwise, also too, here's the thing. So I don't do this as a profession, these things. You want to protect your mat, because y'all see that? Lay a piece of the butcher paper that I had on the bottom. Honestly, I don't care if my mat gets messed up. I don't use it too often. But look at how bright and nice that is. I'm going to let it cool a little bit so I can pick it up. I didn't line it up properly, or else it would have been perfect. So maybe I should, you know what? Don't take my advice about not taping it down. Tape it down so you know it's in the correct spot. So I'm just going to bring it close to each camera for y'all to see. Look at how nice that came out. I don't know who I'm giving this to. Maybe one of my nieces. Hold on. I'm going to put it. Oh, I'm trying not to drop it. It's still hot though. There you go. YouTube, y'all can see that. And there we have it. Let me put this on the desk. What time we have? Oh, 1:05. Hold on. I'm gonna see how long it takes to print. I'm gonna put another one on there. And for the rest of the live, I'm going to answer any questions that you guys have. And look me putting down again without the butcher paper. I'm gonna order another mat. All right, I'm gonna flip y'all one more time. I promise. Well, no, I don't promise this is the last time. If you've been here, y'all know I gotta flip y'all back and forth so we can talk, look at the desk, so you can see the projects, all that kind of good stuff. There we go. Child, I turned off the camera instead of flipping y'all, see? I promise, these are the signs of me aging. The way that I'm handling technology, I feel like my mom. I be calling my sons for the most randomest things. Like, help me turn this on. But anyway, so that was our puzzle. We're doing sublimation puzzles. Well, we just finished the sublimation puzzle. I used the HTV Ront heat press. I got the sublimation blanks from Hobby Lobby. And I used sublimation paper. I used the Epson EcoTank 2800 printer. And I think my sublimation ink is Hippo. I'm not even sure. Everything sounds, it does sound like a lot, and it does sound, it can be confusing, but once you get it, you're going to start one step at a time, right? Nora, at the top of my page on TikTok and on IG, I have a playlist that says Mastering Cricut Design Space, right? That is, I think, 15 to 20 videos where I break down Cricut Design Space in pieces so it's easy for you to understand. So I do it by the feature. So I do one video for one feature, one video for the other feature. When you get a machine, I don't care which one of these machines you have, the machines are not the issue. You're feeding the machine and pressing go and probably switching out a blade. What you really need to know is how to design in the software. So that's what you need to learn. So since you're brand new, I want you to look at that playlist to get familiar with what there is inside of Cricut Design Space, because that can be very confusing just jumping in. Also, to take the machines out the box. Take them out the box. Turn them on. Try something simple. Even if you're cutting a circle, I want you to try something simple and work your way up. When you guys see me here doing like extravagant projects with multiple machines, y'all are seeing me 11 years in. When I started, it was one machine. I bought it from Home Shopping Network on a payment plan because your girl ain't had no damn money. And my projects look like shit. I kept practicing, I kept researching, I kept learning, and that's how I got here. You found somebody who fixes them for a great price, fixes what? The sublimation machines? So, any questions for me, guys? Any questions? Where did you get your puzzle blanks? Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. It's a pack of 6 for the Cricut. Okay. I don't have a broken one though. $5.99 for a pack of 6. $5.99 for a pack of 6. The only time I had an issue with my Cricut is when the wheel wasn't working. So I know people have had the wheels with it, but that's the only issue that I've known so far. Oh, you found somebody to fix it for the wheels for you. Yeah. And there's a guy on YouTube. When you type it in, he has a full tutorial explaining it if anybody wanted to DIY, but you will need replacement wheels, and I think there is someone on Etsy selling some. I had an old machine that fell. I used to mount my Cricuts on the wall, and the shelf gave in one day and the Cricuts fell, and one of them died. Just did. So I used the rollers from that one. Any other questions? Tomorrow, I'm letting you know ahead of time, I will be back same time. I know for sure tomorrow it's going to be 12:30. Tomorrow we're going to do a sublimation tumbler. I did plan because the holidays are coming. I got mad stuff to do, so I started planning. I was kind of freestyling these projects at the beginning of the live, but tomorrow we will do a sublimation tumbler, not the 40 ounce. I don't have any more 40 ounce blanks. I just have the skinny tumbler blank. And I got that from A-Sub as well. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. Thursday, not sure yet. Not sure yet. But I'll figure it out. I have so much things that I could try. I want to try different machines in here. Does the printer actually work for printing color? I have an HP, but everyone has invested in Epson. So I think a lot of people love the Epson, but it does matter, but I never do research. My research is finding a crafter that uses a machine and using what they use because I like the way their prints look. So I never went into detail about the print quality, but yes, there is always going to be a difference in quality. I just don't know who's better. I never really researched it. I hate researching things, honestly. I let somebody else research for me when I need to buy stuff. I just buy and then regret it later. So then, okay, for tomorrow. I do not have a tutorial on blinging the crickets. I did the crickets. This was like my therapy away from the stress of social media. I just did it. But I did do a reel showing the basics. So I started around the perimeters of each piece. I did spray paint this cricket. That's not the color of the cricket. I spray painted it pink, and then I painted blue on the bottom, and the buttons on top are blue as well. And then I did the corner, like each piece, I outlined the edges so it looks clean. And then I filled it in. Oh, also my name is cut in vinyl, and then I blinged the name first and then went around it. But I didn't do a tutorial. You have an issue where your numbers on your grid, it's the font. So whatever that font is, switch the font. That's probably why it's showing you question marks as the numbers. Well, I don't know about on the grid, but if it's typed in, it will be the font. Do I have a tutorial on how to bling? I have one where I did a bling cup. Yeah, on YouTube. I don't have a recent one, but I will be doing a small bling project probably Monday on here. I wanted to add at least one project, simple, not too long, because bling takes hours. It takes hours. So I'm going to do one on Monday. I'm off Monday. I'm doing I have a lot of running around to do. So like that evening though, I'm going to go live. So Monday's live will be a bling project. Because Tuesday and Wednesday I'm working. So we have to do, well, we could do evenings too. I don't know. But Monday will be a bling project. Tomorrow's going to be a sublimation. I haven't decided for Thursday and Friday. Saturday will be stickers. We're going to be making stickers on our crickets. And I'm going to have, so with TikTok, I'm going to be live with Victoria. And then for IG and YouTube, I'm just going to have you there so y'all could hear what she's saying. And you guys will see what I'm actually doing. For us, that's Saturday. Sunday, while I'm talking to y'all, you know what I should be? Writing this shit down because I'm going to forget. Because I would tell y'all that and then be like, what? I said what? No, I didn't. Y'all know I'm good for denying shit. Hold on. Well, we already know. I already planned for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're sublimating on a tumbler. Thursday, have not decided. Friday, don't really know. Saturday, I already made the plan with Victoria. We're doing stickers. Sunday, we're going to do a shaker cake topper. And Monday, a bling project. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go. I think if I do Christmas, it'll be like afternoon. And it'll be like a chat, so we round up everything. I don't think I'm actually going to do a project on Christmas. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, I have to decide. So that's 4 more projects that I need to think of. They need to be projects that don't take really long. So anybody have anything? Do I already order the materials for Saturday's live? The stickers? I have stuff here. Materials as in what? The sticker paper, you mean? Sunday is the shakers. I have to go. I'm going shopping this week, so I have to pick up the foam on the roll. That's all that I need. I need to pick a theme because then I'll need to know if I need. I'll just use whatever cardstock here. I'm not buying anything more. Do I have a tutorial on how you bling those crickets behind you? Oh wait, that's an old post. Okay, I think I got all of the questions. Anybody else with any question? I have a good 15 minutes left for the live. If anybody have any questions, comments, maybe a project they can think of. I can't guarantee that I can do the project, but I'll take suggestions. How could you share your project with you? Because I have to follow. You could tag me. Tag me on IG. Are you on Instagram? Or stream for free? I've I've seen it on the what you call it thing, but I'm um I'm wrapping up my lives. I'm gonna take a break between once I'm done this and the new year. I am going to be putting this phone down for a little bit, then I'll come back and get back into things. Okay, yeah. So that's it, guys. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Are we all good? Is the grid view where you see the hashtag inches, top and left? The numbers are question marks. I'm confused on how you explain it. The grid, the numbers are question marks. I've never seen that before. Maybe you need to go to your settings, hit your name at the top left, go to settings, and change your settings. That's the only thing I could think of. Go to canvas. Do you have it in metrics? Let me see something. Did that do anything? No. Maybe, let me minimize it for a second. No, it still doesn't give me question marks. I don't know. Check your settings. If you go into your settings and it doesn't change on the canvas, it definitely call customer care. Because I'm switching different options and none of them are giving me question marks. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Check your settings. If not, call Cricket customer care, see if they could walk you through it. I'm not sure why it's done that. Taking a break from crafting channel only or you know, I haven't decided. Crafting definitely for sure. I will not, that week off between Christmas and New Year's, there ain't no crafting going on. The lifestyle, probably not, because that is like I'm going to be planning out and prepping for the new year. So I don't know, because also too, my third planner, I didn't even order it yet. I got to order it. So that's going to come in probably after Christmas. So I'll probably still be posting on the lifestyle channel that week. As we plan out the new year. So I'll probably just put all my time into that, but definitely not crafting for that week. You can change the measurements. You could go into, click your name, and they have settings there. You can change it there. Thank you. Yeah, I think I was trying to figure out my niche. Even though I said lifestyle, I wanted it to figure out more of what really. So it's going to lean toward like health, planning, journaling, stuff like that. I finished. I had to sign some paperwork. I don't know if you was there last night when we were talking, but everything went through for the Wegovy. So my copay is only $24.99. And I think that first prescription is for a month or so, compared to if I went to like a program. And then in the next, totally off topic for the people who are not crafters, we were just talking about my lifestyle account. I think 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going back to do blood work with my doctor. And anyway, I'm documenting that progress over there. So that I probably keep on. Crafting, I'm taking a week off, then back in January, and then I'll be taking another break from crafting. Maybe April-ish. And that's going to be for a few months probably. It's me.shondellg, me.shondellg. The orders. No, the supplies are still gonna be open. I'm gonna shut that down for a few days because I want to transition off of Shopify, put the remainder of the craft supplies on TikTok shop just to get them out because I've been going back and forth, but I do not want to continue selling. So I'm going to try to get rid of all of the supplies that I have here and just put it on TikTok shop to get rid of it. Thank you kindly. It's a battle. My health has been up and down. It's a battle for a couple of years. I talk about it a lot anyway. Y'all be in my business because I don't mind. You balance out what you want to share with people. Honestly, there's I feel like my community knows me, but then they don't know all my business. So you can come on, build your community, share some things without telling all of your business. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell anything anymore. My Etsy shop is already shut down. I'm not opening it back up. The craft supplies, I just have tons of paper, so I can't just cold turkey. I'm gonna try to get rid of it. I do know that since I've been doing the lives this month, orders have been picking up. So I'm just gonna stick to it for TikTok, and I don't want to continue. I don't want to sell at all. It's too much with me managing multiple social media platforms, working full time. I've put all of my time and energy into this and ignored my health. So next year I want the focus to be, I'm focused on my physical and mental health before all of this. The colored double-sided foam tape, I sell them. The CraftPrint shop. So next year for me, it's going to be more about my health than anything. February makes 10 years since my mom passed, and I feel like also next year is going to be a hard year for me just because of that. But it also is going to make 1 year since I've been in therapy, so it's been a working. Therapy has been helpful. My therapy, and now I'm medicated. The other day, my therapist was, we were just discussing the stuff that I spoke to my doctor with, and he's like documenting, he's like, all right, so you're on, I think he said 2 psych meds. I said, don't you say it like that, sir. Don't make me sound crazy. But I love my therapist. He's just as crazy as I am, and I talk to him like how I talk to the people around me, and I love it. Am I retiring from crafting? No, I'm not. I'm just putting me first and then going to find a proper balance. I'm not retiring. I would always be crafting for the rest of my life till I die. We have 6 more minutes. Any other questions, guys? Any more questions? Also, too, I'm on a lot of medication. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I'm on a lot of medication. So one of my goals for next year is to get off of all of these medications. My blood pressure is high. My A1C is high. My cholesterol is high. My vitamin D is low. I'm depressed. It's a mess. So the goal next year is to get healthy. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I appreciate that. Let me tell you something. Next year makes 10 years, but for the maybe first, I don't know how, I was a mess. And I think I didn't even realize how bad I was. Like my sisters told me, but I took it very hard, very, 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 very hard when my mother died. It showed in my physical. It meant everything. A mess. Thank you. Yeah, and I wouldn't say I noticed, anyway, just realizing that I let so much time go by. At one point, I opened my eyes to what was happening with the people around me. Thank God I have people around me who will kind of shake me up sometimes when I need it. And then I went into taking care of myself, and then COVID hit, and I feel like I fell back off. And it just got worse. So I'm trying to correct all of that. Yeah, so that's my goal mainly for next year. correcting all of that and balancing. But I realized that in order for me to do that, I can't do all that I do with crafting. YouTube, blog, multiple platforms, um, and selling. It's for me, it's too much. I'm not saying that it's too much in general. I'm talking for me, it's too much. So I knew that I need to make some changes, and selling is going to be one of those changes that got to go. Um, Creating better schedules with posting and things like that. So all of that stuff I'm kind of working on so I could be a healthier, happier me. Also, too, I feel like for the past 10 years, it went by really fast, but um, my children experienced a totally different me from the me that they grew up with. Big difference. And I think it has affected them as well, too. So, a lot of shit I need to work on, child. Thank you, Kathleen. I do. I don't do anything by myself. I don't do anything. Honestly. When I'm finished working, I come into the craft room to work, to plan, to create content. My family jokes that, like, please, you're never gonna have time. I started doing Sundays off as my day off, my day to myself, and I went right back into working and doing more. So I'm working on it. It's a up and down process. It's a balance. It's never a perfect balance, I'll tell you that much. But I do recommend that people figure out what's best for them. Also, too, trying things is how you know if it's not for you. I've probably changed the journey of the CraftPrint so many friggin' times. And I'm gonna keep changing until I figure out what it is I want to do. And sometimes what you want to do is try something for a little bit and then do something new and move on to something else, and that's okay. One thing I don't let get to me is people's opinions. I don't know most people's opinions. I don't look around. I don't want to hear. If somebody heard something from somebody else, I don't give a shit. I focus on what I need to do for me, for my family, for my health, mental and physical, and what works best for me. If it does not, you can't make everybody happy. I've asked before, like, what's the best time you guys think for me to go live? And that's the prime example. You're going to get a different answer. You're going to get maybe 20 people that say morning. There's going to be another set of 20 that says afternoon. There's going to be another set of 20 that says night. There's going to be some other people that say overnight. Ain't nothing you can do. You have to pick what's best for you because you can't make everybody happy. You can't please everybody. It's just how it goes, you know? So pick what's best for you and you do that. For the people who don't like it or it's not good for them, they're going to find somebody that is good for them. And for the people that it is good for, they're going to stick around and that's going to be your people, you know? Glue gun. Are you asking me if I have the glue gun on or asking me where I got the glue gun from? If you're reminding me to turn on the glue gun, shout outs to you for remembering, but today is no glue gun. The live is actually ending. But if you're asking about where I purchased the glue guns, I use Ryobi. The glue pen I use for small projects. So this is the Ryobi glue pen. I use this one for smaller projects. And then they have a mini. I'm not that fond of the mini. It's lighter if you don't like a heavy weight on your wrist. The mini is really good because the battery goes into the charger port. And my large ones are for my larger projects. And you can find all of them on Amazon. I have a link in my bio with all of the supplies I use. Or if you want to go get them in person, you can find them in Home Depot. When my mom first passed, I stopped crafting altogether. I stopped everything. I stopped dressing up. I stopped dressing up alone. Once my mom died, I really stopped dressing up. I stopped putting myself together. I stopped caring. My sisters, my best friend, and my boyfriend had to listen, come on, get me a little. I'm still there. I'm still, it ain't changed. But I'm working on getting back to my old self. But also, too, I feel when you experience new things in life or accomplishments, it makes it hard because then it's like, oh my God, I did this amazing, celebrate, and then you remember that person is not there to celebrate with you. Like my mom is not here, so then the guilt piles on. It's a freaking roller coaster, but I hate it. I hate it, and I realize when I'm in a bad mood when I start hating people for having a mother. That's when I know I got to stay off social media and step back and take a little break because I'll be pissed off. Because why the hell does everybody have a mother not down? You know what I'm saying? I know you get me. So that shit pisses me off. And then like with the craft print, my mom, when she passed, I think I was like, now really doing this. So it's like now she can't even be here to see where the craft print has gone. Like in 2014, like the end of the year, I remember at that point, like she was like weak. We had to put her in a wheelchair. So I would bring the wheelchair out because she was here when she died. So we would wheel her out into the living room, which was way more empty than this. And she would watch me craft, and like we would hang around while I'm crafting. Like she enjoyed watching me do it. So now that the craft print is at a point where it's like a brand, it's a community, she can't see it. And I'm mad about it. I'm mad about it. But anyway, yeah. For those who experience the same, have to deal with grief and stuff, you know, get the help you need. Get the help you need. It pisses me off. And also too, off topic, for anybody else who have not dealt with death, don't want to hear about death, don't want to talk about death, I just want to mention something. And I know that sometimes it's part of not being healed, is the comparison. Like these moms that are a piece of shit and they still living, but mine who actually had my back and was supportive, if not, that shit pisses me off. This happens out here doing nonsense, have men around doing nonsense, hurting kids, and my mother not here. That shit pisses me off. But anyway, yeah. I did get therapy finally. I started therapy this year, and I'm going to say that it does not fix things. It does not make you feel any better, but it does help you find ways to cope, to deal, to not hit people, to not always curse people out. So that's how therapy has helped me. Usually I lash out on people, curse. Anyway, therapy has helped me to learn better ways to deal with things, better ways to accept things. So if you can, get it. There is a company, before I go, let me tell you quick fast. There's a company called Alma, A-L-M-A, and you can put in your location, your information, and your insurance, and they will generate a list, and you can choose from there whether you want to do in-person, virtual, you want a psychologist, a therapist, a nurse practitioner. They have their license information, so you could put all of that in. That's where I found mine. I have a copay of $25, and I have a session once per week. So if you're ever interested, we are finished today's craft already. I'm actually about to leave now. We did a sublimation puzzle. Amen, amen, Kitty. So consider it for the people that's going through anything. Yeah, I also, another way that I coped with it was eating and shopping. So I ate myself into high blood pressure, high A1C, and high cholesterol, and lots of credit card debt. But my way of dealing with my grief and my stress have been eating and shopping. So I'm working on just reversing all of that. So that's what 2026 is going to look like for me. More personal goals than business and crafting goals. When it comes to crafting and business, I'm just letting it go with the flow. It's whatever. I don't care. It's going to be just whatever. And most of, like, I still gonna pay attention to it because I love this shit. I love going live. I love crafting. I love teaching people how to craft. I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be I'm going to put less pressure on myself. The pressure will be for me to work on my physical and mental health before anything else. So if there anybody else who's in the same boat, I am documenting that on my thing. I know today we went a little bit into personal stuff over crafting because we finished the crafting project. And people ask and people wanted to talk about it. So if you're wondering why the hell this girl over here standing up here talking about shit that have nothing to do with crafting, we get a little bit into a little bit everything usually on my side of town. But I am doing a lifestyle account where I could keep that on that side. So I am about to head back to work. My lunch break is over. Let me just grab the last set of questions. Let me tell you, it may sound crazy, but I wish I was the type of person to not eat when they were stressed out. I eat more. More. Oh. All right, guys. So my lunch break is actually over. Have an amazing day. Tomorrow, I will be announcing, but I already told y'all, 12:30 p.m. again tomorrow. We're going to do a sublimation tumbler in for tomorrow's craft. I don't have anything lined up for Thursday or Friday. Saturday, we're going to be making stickers on the Cricut with Victoria of Pretty Party and Crafty. Sunday, we're going to do a shaker cake topper. Monday, I'm going to find a simple bling project. Tuesday and Wednesday, I haven't decided either. All right, guys, so enjoy your day. And let me just close this out. Goodbye. TikTok, y'all are last because I don't get to save you guys live. See you later, YouTube. I'll see you guys tomorrow.